finally game week. What's your emotions like, and how do you feel about just the state of this offense, this team going into the opener?
Yeah, I'm super excited about Friday. Obviously, opener, like you said. For us, for Coach V, he always says, the next game is the most important game, and for us, that's how we're treating it. It's the most important game for us, and we're all super amped up and super excited to play.
How far do you feel like you've come just since the start of camp to now?
A lot. Again, a lot more maturing, a lot more becoming a leader, and getting really close to this group and creating more chemistry with this group. But I feel like overall through camp we built a lot of chemistry, a lot of leadership, a lot of camaraderie, and I feel like we're at a good spot right now.
What's it been like seeing Brennan kind of develop into a more complete receiver, not just a guy that's going to run straight down the field and outrun everybody?
It's been awesome. Obviously, he had a great fall camp, a lot of yardage, had him running a lot, but he did a great job this fall camp with developing his route tree, and even in the off season in the summer too, did a great job developing his route tree, expanding on what he was already good at, and I credit that a lot to Coach Jones too. Fantastic coach, gets those receivers ready, and Brennan obviously had a fantastic fall camp, and I'm really excited about how he's going to contribute for us this year.
Jackson, there's obviously a lot of pressure that comes with your position. Are there any sort of tricks to deal with that, or how do you kind of face that, knowing that's going to be there?
There's always going to be pressure being a quarterback at any Division I school. More so here with all the past Heisman winners and success we've had at this position. But for me, I just try to stay off social media. That's really the cause of a lot of negativity and pressure. But really just focus on my job, focusing on what is in this facility, not what's said outside of the facility, and just really focusing on getting better with your guys day in, day out, and just winning the day.
How do you feel mentally compared to the bowl game last season?
I feel a lot better mentally. Whether it's with my reads or just going out in the field and the game feels a little slower. Just mentally in a lot better place than I was for Arizona, and mentally a lot more prepared for this game than I was for Arizona.
What's it been like getting used to in-helmet comms and the way that's worked and will work on Friday?
It's been a lot of fun. Obviously something that's new for us. I got to try it out in spring ball, use it for the spring game, use it for all of spring, and I love it so far. With us being up tempo, being able to get the calls in quicker and even be able to hear tips and tricks from Coach Luttrell. It's been really helpful for me so far this fall, and it's been really helpful for us this season.
Did you see all the quarterbacks Saturday putting their hands on their, kind of pulling out the sound or whatever? Does that concern you at all that it might not be loud enough or whatever?
Not really. Hopefully our crowd's quiet when we're on offense, but for opposing teams, we're probably have to cut my helmet a little bit, but we'll see.
Also, we saw Bauer was named captain yesterday. Just what's it been like working with him, and how excited you get to get on the field with him?
Yeah, no, I'm super proud of Bauer. Obviously, you don't see that very often. First time Sooner in his first ever game as a Sooner, he's the captain. Obviously speaks highly to himself as a player and himself as a leader. I'm super proud of him. He's put in a lot of hard work, and I'm super pumped for him to see him out here on his first game Friday.
Not far removed from your high school days, is it going to be cool to be back under the Friday night lights out here?
Yeah, it's a surreal feeling playing on Friday night, even though Geyer's playing Friday, but I'll get to check the score after.
Yeah.
Now that analysts can do some more on-field coaching, what's it been like this fall having Kevin Johns and Seth Luttrell working together?
Yeah, it's been interesting. Obviously, we had guys like that in the room last year. Coach Luttrell was an analyst last year, but no on-the-field coaching, no on-the-field tips, and now with Coach Johns there, he's a brilliant offensive mind. Helps us out in the meeting rooms and helps us out in the field too with reads, progressions, whatever we need to work on.
What's the dynamic like between them, because they coached together before?
Yeah, great dynamic. Always jabbering at each other. Coach John's kind of a quiet dude, so he doesn't say too much. Say too much when he doesn't have something to say, obviously, but they're good chemistry, always making jokes about past plays they had at previous universities, but those two are great together, come up with some really great schemes and great plays.
You mentioned kind of the legacy of quarterbacks here. Is that something you embrace, or is it something you kind of just try to stay away from and play your own game?
I feel like it's a little bit of both. I feel like you have to embrace it a little bit. It's the history of the school. It's what makes this program that much more special. I don't know how many. I think it's 4 QB Heisman winners, 4 or 5. That's a ton, and it's a ton to live up to. But at the same time, I want to create a name for myself, create a legacy for myself, and really, I don't want to be compared to one of those guys. I want to be the best version of myself, and hopefully I do get a statue out there one day.
Have you talked to any of those guys? Kyler, Baker, Jason, have you talked to any of those guys?
Yeah, I met Jason White at a recruiting event one time up here. Me, him, and my dad talked for a while, and other than that, I haven't this season or up to this season. But I'm sure before Texas game or something will happen.